Hi, everybody. Welcome back to your little Power Trip morning show. You know, the Vikes, this station, noon Sunday, our defense versus C.J. Stroud. Here's Coach O'Connell.
They're really built about all the right things when you look at what wins in this league. They've got some really talented players. Quarterback is a special football player, as I've really gotten a chance to, for the first time, getting into some of the crossover tape is one thing, but when you've got a game plan around certain players, playing them that Sunday, unbelievable talent. CJ's off to such a great start in his career and has already become such a focal point of how you want to prepare.
It's going to be fun to see what Brian Flores dials up to take care of that kid. Through a couple of weeks here, I'm feeling pretty good about our defense. How about you fellers?
Yeah.
They're excellent.
They are so fun to watch because it is confusing to watch, which I love. It's pure chaos.
Yeah.
So that is, I think, the most unexpected thing. I think we all knew that the defense was going to be improved this year. Because down the stretch, they were a liability. Now, there were injuries and all kinds of things last year, and they were not put in good spots by the offense. But they have really bailed out the offense this year.
We're quite a bit different defensively, personnel-wise. I mean, we really are if you think about it.
And they're moving people around. They're rotating people in. I feel like it's sustainable.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see. Worried, though, we were talking off air. Sam Darnold has been fine, especially considering what we expected when he was brought here. But I'm concerned that he's gotten away with some really bad decisions. That backwards pass, panicked pass or the flip to Aaron Jones last week, put the Vikings in second and very long. They were behind the 8 ball then. That interception was terrible. So I feel like we've gotten fortunate if they can get him to be smart, because it seems like he will have pressure on him, and then he has this look of just panic, like he forgets how to play football. If they can get that under control and have him be mostly a caretaker, I really like this team.
Every week that goes by is another week he's in the system with the coach.
Correct.
Yep.
And he didn't play a bunch. The preseason thing, I think, has hurt the NFL because nobody's playing. Yeah. And the product through 2 weeks has been inconsistent, frustrating at times. Still love it. Still the best sport on the planet.
A lot of injuries too, man.
A lot of injuries.
I giggle at that every year because
at the injuries.
Yeah,
he loves injuries.
I love injuries.
He's like Mark Wilson these days.
Yeah,
you need help
because that's what in the NHL. That's what preseason's for, is to get contact, like get into the corners. The game's a physical game, and if you're not prepared for it, that's when injuries happen.
Think there's a tie-in with that, right?
100%. So like all these guys used to run and they get a little push here, a little push there. It is way different when when the coaches are being nice and whatever they're doing now compared to when the 300-pounder is going to put his weight on you.
Yeah.
Like you've got to be able to bear down and hold not just yours but theirs, and that's why I think there's so many of these groins and tears, because they don't do anything and then it's 100 for the speed, 0 to 100, and that's it.
Well, and I just loaded in audio this morning. Zuccarello was talking about how the first day of camp, they went full speed. Here he talks about that.
I actually think it's like that every time, like everyone just go 100 miles with your head is not in it with the feeling and everything. So it's just skating. But it's good to get the tempo, you skated for 5 months, 4 months with kind of like okay tempo, and then you get into this where it's like full speed, 100 speed all the time, so it's going to take some time to get used to.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, apparently they just went full speed right away. How sore are you the next day after that?
One, it depends on how hard you worked in the summer. So therefore, I was incredibly sore the next day.
The front sore?
Back end of the career, I'm sure you're like, oh my God, how long can I do this?
Oh, yeah.
What a mess.
And the worst part is you have that question, and then the other side of your brain is going, God, I need this even more now. You need to you got to keep up with the young guys, Sauce. So you got to be ready and work a little bit harder.
Hey, I know we're supposed to do news, but this is specifically for you, Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
Hi, Marnie.
Hi,
you're going to want to comment on this, Marnie, as well. But this is for Parrish first. Joel Embiid, who, Mark, plays for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh, yeah. One of my favorites.
This is breaking NBA news. He has agreed to a new 3-year contract extension.
I can't wait to hear this. Like because he's a stud. I know. Like we talk about him all the time. Oh my God, it's gonna be huge.
Actually, I want Mark to guess. He signed a 3-year extension. How much is the 3 years worth?
What is the going rate for an NBA star these days?
Cabillion.
I'm gonna go 3 years. I'm gonna give him 60 a year.
So 180.
Yeah.
180 million over 3 years.
Yeah.
192.9.
I was pretty close.
What a mess.
Mom, Dad, why didn't you guys not?
192.9. So
unbelievable.
Wow.
This
for 3 years.
After this agreement now, Marney Gellner, he will be the 4th player in NBA history to cross the 500 million mark. His career earnings are going to be 514.8 million. Wow. LeBron James, Steph Curry, Paul George.
Wow.
4th highest in NBA history.
Good for him.
Paul, your hands up.
Can Hockey and Parrish name in the 500 million club all the teams these guys, or the one team they currently play for?
No,
First of all,
because they don't know the one.
Why do you doubt us?
I wasn't even listening when he said the names.
I got lost in his question.
It's really just, can they name which team Paul George plays for? And the answer is no.
Oh.
Because they know where LeBron plays. They know where Curry plays. I just said where Embiid plays.
Which one's Paul George?
Exactly.
Yeah, but they might not have been listening to where does Embiid play.
Where does Durant
What about John
play?
and Ringo?
Yeah.
No, they don't know.
John and Ringo.
They don't know.
Durant.
Oh, baby.
Oklahoma or something.
Yeah, like 90 years ago.
That was close.
Well, that's a long career.
Yeah, that's impressive.
All right, Marnie, good morning.
Good morning.
Everything I tell us.
It is time.
Indiana?
I don't even know.
Milwaukee?
Paul George used to play for Indiana.
Phoenix?
Indiana?
L.A.
Did I just say Indiana?
L.A.
Well, in that case, I would think Clippers.
Well,
if you're going to say it like that.
Well,
You're right.
Is it the
It
Clippers?
is the Clippers.
used to be.
Dang it.
Canceled.
Did he get canceled?
So close.
He got canceled.
How many years did he play in Indiana?
Yeah, Clipper canceled.
That's stuff to do there. And the owner set a high bar.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3,
Real high,
4,
like up
5,
in the upper
6,
deck.
Yeah.
7 years in Indiana, 2 years in Oklahoma City. It looks like 5 years with the Clippers, and now he's a Sixer.
God, it's a long career.
close.
Good to know.
We were on the wrong coach.
He's
Time
a Sixer?
for the news.
It's time for the nudes.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the St. Paul Saints.
That's right. Those Saints continued their series against Indianapolis with an 8-3 win at CHS Field yesterday. The 70 and 76 Saints sent Marco Raya to the mound against the Indians tonight at CHS Field. Get your tickets and get down to watch a baseball team that Creasel doesn't want to throw out of the league.
I love the Saints.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Saints are the best.
And get those Lynx tickets, right, Marnes? Playoffs.
There we go.
Sunday and Wednesday, home playoff games.
Sunday at 4:00, game 1 against the Phoenix Mercury.
Yeah, they avoided the Vikings game, right? Noon to 3, they avoided the Vikings. We were begging for that.
Done, league.
Here's our gal, Coach Reeve, GM Reeves, the king, telling us exactly.
Queen.
Yeah, she's the king. She can be whatever she
the king.
wants.
She's
That's
whatever
true.
you
That's
want.
true.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
True. Sorry, my bad.
Telling us how they're going to get ready.
Get our bodies right, mind right. We'll get a good day of work, with a 4:00 game on Sunday. The mindset is to obviously both teams are going to be fine tooth combing, game planning and things that happened in the 4 games and, how can we each be better? But ultimately it's, I think the great thing for us is that we don't have to be anything different than what we already are. And that team is a great defensive team. That's where it starts for us. And so making sure that we're locked in on the defensive game plan. And then typically your offense takes care of itself after that.
Let's go. Give me the ball.
Freaking Tim Robinson, man.
That's
And
an
Sudeikis,
all-time
but-
bid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tim Robinson.
Let's go.
What a genius that guy is.
Lynx and Saints and Wild and Vikings
teams.
and Gophers.
Go teams.
And
Go.
Twins?
Sure.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
No thanks.
Yeah. Nah.
Yes, well, we still want them to go.
Nah.
No, these two don't.
No. I don't want to.
They want him to
I
go
would
down the
rather
road.
swallow a Hezbollah pager than watch another Twins
I mean,
game.
that is a real good
I
line.
now have to
Topical.
Google
Yeah.
what is.
Hell of a news story. You should look it
How
up.
many
It's
words is it?
remarkable.
This is not a Urban Dictionary thing. This is a CNN.com kind of a thing.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Take a look-see.
Can you say it again?
Hezbollah, Hezbollah.
As in the group.
Yes.
I like their
don't-
latest single.
I was going to say.
Yeah, they do a lot of top 40 stuff.
Israel intercepted a bunch of their pagers that were going to be used for communication, and they put explosives in them and blew up a bunch of terrorists.
That's right.
So in a way, it was pop music.
So anyway,
He's
yes,
locked in.
we will not be watching the Twins. Paul and I, no.
No, we're
No.
not. No.
Unity.
Oh, Sauce, just to clarify, you will not watch a Twins game the rest of the year. You're
No.
done watching them even?
Yeah, I don't even want. No.
Oh, really?
Because I need 3 more losses and I win money from Ben Lieber.
But you're not going to watch.
No,
Win or
probably
lose.
not. No. We got college football tomorrow.
Pro
Bunch of
football.
NFLs.
Yes.
What about
W-
tonight?
WNBA playoffs. Can't wait for that. That's Sunday, 4:00.
NHL preseason.
No. Oh, I'd rather watch the Twins.
Oh my God.
No, that's mean.
I'm kidding. That's tomorrow.
I'm going to paint you like a panda, make you walk
Take you a
around.
lot of- Take you a lot of pain.
Take you to a zoo.
Take you a lot of pain.
And then they'll keep him there. They won't let him leave. He'll be like, no, I'm not real. They'll say, you're
How did our
staying here.
food bills
You need to
go
mix in
up?
some eucalyptus.
It's not the panda bear, it's the
Those are
panda
koalas.
sloth.
You're thinking of bamboo. You mix in some eucalyptus.
That's a great line.
And some chlamydia. That's also koalas.
Yeah, Hawkins.
Ow.
Hello.
What a mess.
I know.
That's the one thing that pandas definitely can brag about to koalas is they don't have rampant chlamydia. You know,
Not yet.
Not rampant.
Yeah, not yet.
It probably
Early in
is
the day.
in the mix a little bit, but
Low key.
low key chlamydia, which is the title of the podcast. Johnny K, if somebody wants to book you for a speech, how do they do that?
They should go to johncreasel.com. My wife, who is the business manager, will reach out, work out details. johncreasel.com. We're booking well into next year. I love you guys.
Wait, hang on.
I know.
Hang on, before you leave, 1 second, hand. Let me
Okay.
just verify this. Password today at 1:30. You
Yes.
partner with
Tommy Olson.
Let's go.
Let's go, you two. Yeah, it's going to be something.
Can't miss radio right there.
That'll be great.
1:30 today. The Common Man Dan Cole and Carly Zucker take on John Creasel and Tommy. Now, Tommy yesterday admitted he has never heard the game. He only kind of understands the rules. So you might want to
He was
pregame
studying
meet with
last
him.
night. We were chatting. So
I told him you got to listen to a game or two just to get the gist of it. So we'll see if Tommy epically fails on the rules. But if he understands the rules, I think he's going to surprise some people today.
Can you
I agree.
imagine the filth, farm
Yeah.
filth
Oh my
that's
God,
gonna
it's
come
gonna
out of
be
his
awesome.
mouth?
it's going to be funny.
It's gonna be great.
I'm excited. So I love you guys. Have a great weekend.
I do, John.
Go Vikings.
Go Vikings!
Go, I think they win.
I think you're right, baby.
I
Let's
do.
go.
Love
What's
it.
that number?
Love
Give me
you.
a number.
I think it's going to be pretty low scoring.
Yeah?
So let's go 20-13.
I love it.
Vikings. Love you guys. See you next week.
You're the best, Crease. Love you.
All right, Marney Gellner is here. Mark Parrish is here. Initials title game in an hour, but Sauce walks us through sports after this on the Fan.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the scene of a porno. Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. There's Marty over there. Parrish is over here. Zacho's here. He's all keyed up.
Oh, yeah, he's ready to go. You know what I liked about Zach? I just asked him, like, hey, how you feeling compared to last week? Same. Perfect.
Yep, that's what he said.
Same mode,
Yeah.
same mindset. Love
Yes, trust me, Zach. You just stay calm. It's not a big deal.
it. So
Yeah,
easy,
Marty.
isn't it, Mars?
Lay
To control your
low.
emotions.
Yeah, be cool.
Yeah, everybody take a
This
deep breath.
is
Be cool.
cool.
Be cool.
Mellow
That's
Marnes.
the
Listen to
key.
Mellow Marnes.
You want me to get you a cigarette? Or two? Lacko?
Or an alarm
I don't
clock.
know where he went.
I would
I'm
like.
all over
There
the
he
place.
is. There
He's
he
all over the
is.
place. He's got
All over the
things
place.
to do, you know.
Yeah, train people at 7:30. It's fun.
Who's
Yeah.
who's gonna do it today?
Well,
Steve Lombardozzi.
Steve Lombardozzi, who's a real guy who played for the Twins, is going to do it because
That's real big of him.
that's the budget. That's what we can afford. So, Martin, remember how earlier in the week we're like, hey, we're still going to have you do the pregame interviews and we're
Yeah.
going to figure out how to do
Yeah,
it this.
that's
and we're
why
gonna,
I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, that all got scrapped.
All right.
I mean, you can still ask questions, but it's just going to be sitting here.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to have we used to have 2 floors of staff members here, and we could just tap on somebody. Now it's like
tap it,
it's just us. It's just us.
Mars, at least you got the awkward smooch.
What, Rosie's here again?
I leaned in for a hug from Hawk, and he tilted his head to the side like you do when you're about to make out.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is to make you uncomfortable.
It was a real slow lean in. They're witnesses.
Started creepy.
Yeah.
Kind of went sexy there for a second, but then went right back to creepy really, really quick.
That's the one I like.
Yeah.
What a mess.
Exactly,
And all in
ladies.
slow motion. I also want to thank whoever was sitting here before me and left me an
That's
oiled,
Zach.
It's not oiled,
greasy
it's Diet Coke.
napkin.
It's Diet Coke.
It's
The greasy
Diet
napkin
Coke.
with the
might be
charge challenge
a little
tight ends
McChicken
listed
biscuit
on here.
Nope, there
Thank
was
you.
no touching of food to that napkin. It was all Diet Coke.
It's all Diet Coke.
In fact, if you want to
Smells
ring
like
it out
chicken.
for me, I
It
will.
smells like chicken.
Well, it should smell like chicken. It was in a bag with chicken in it.
Wow.
Actually, it was a panda.
Panda chicken?
We painted a chicken to look like a panda.
Panda.
Raising Cane's should do that.
We should have got the full chicken.
Panda chickens.
See the size of
I
that
got
chicken?
that sauce.
Thank you.
Look at all those chickens.
Hawk loves that film.
Oh, great movie.
What is it? Debbie Does Dollar?
No, Major League.
League.
Should have
Oh,
got
yeah,
the
yeah,
full
yeah.
chicken.
Whole chicken.
Hey, speaking of birds, did anybody watch The Penguin last night? It debuted on HBO.
No.
Nobody?
No, I
What?
was
Say the name
watching-
again?
I was watching a
Penguin.
really bad football
I was
game.
watching Aaron Rodgers be a D-bag.
Yeah.
And then he watched Matlock on DVR.
I also
New
watched
series.
the football game, and I regretted it because it was boring as hell.
It was boring.
I should
It
have
was
watched The Penguin.
insanely
The fruit?
No, it's called The Penguin, Marnie, not the fruit.
The fruit?
Sauce. The football game we just discussed was one of the things that happened in sports in the last 24 hours. Could you update all of us on what
Time for
happened?
Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around Property Preservation.
Give him hell, Scooch.
Thanks all around.
You. The Minnesota Twins are a laughing stock after they lost 3-4 to the Guardians. Wow. After they lost 3-2 in 10 innings, their second straight extra innings loss. The Twins are now tied with the Tigers for the last wild card spot. At one point, they were up 17 games above 500. Now they're only up 6. It's over.
Hey, Scooch.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, would you? Idea. We go to New York, cordon off a big farm, and we have some comedians come in. We put up a stage, and we have laughing stock.
That's pretty good.
I
Woodstock.
like that.
Like Woodstock, only for comedians.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have given that away, man.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you just said that.
You're right, Zach.
That's a
Also, did you
great
call him
one, I think.
Scooch?
Yeah,
Hit
that's
the
his new
dump button.
name.
Scooch.
That's my new name.
I'm deleting it from the podcast.
Yeah, that's
Want
a
me to
good
swear
idea,
quick?
Alex.
Thanks, Scooch.
What comedians would you have?
George Carlin,
He's dead.
Yes.
Eddie Ryan, and J.J. McCarthy.
Oh. Well, Zach could go. The Twins.
Are you offended that he didn't say you were common?
No, I don't care that he didn't include me.
You
I'm
guys will
not
be
funny.
at Woodstock, Laughing Stock 99.
Yeah. Porta potty greeting your dad.
Yeah, there'll be assault and fires.
Yeah, right. That's exactly right. Yeah, because of how bad your comedy is.
The Twins battle the Red Sox tonight in Boston.
What a mess.
Who's on the mound? Tell Marnie who's on the mound for both the Twins and the Red
The
Sox.
fruit?
David Festa is on the mound.
Fest is pitching for the Twins, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Who's on the mound again for the Red Sox?
The Red Sox tonight. Well, I forgot what the guy's name was.
You want me to do it?
It's something Fitz.
Richard Fitz.
Richard Fitz, man. It's old Dick Fitz.
Never heard of that
His
guy.
name is Richard Fitz.
What's his name? Don't wear it out.
Hey, it's Grim.
That's a great
Hey, speaking of
name.
Dick Fitz.
The Grim Reaper.
The Grim Reaper.
Man, that is a giant-ass Mountain Dew you got there.
It's a Diet Mountain Dew.
Oof, that's a lot, man.
You and
Huge
Bossberg.
difference.
I needed
Wow.
a caffeine
And it
kick. I'm
is
not doing smelling
2/3
salts.
empty.
No smelling salts.
No
Okay.
smelling salts?
It's my love.
Okay, I'll take yours.
Yeah, you got it.
Perry and I will do it,
doing
even
it.
though
We're
we're
not
not playing. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, thanks. We'll do it. We'll find him a good home.
Grim Reaper on the mic tomorrow at 6:30. The Gophers are taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes. The
Let's go.
Hawkeyes
Let's go,
are a couple
Gophers.
point favorites. What is it, like 3-ish or so now, I think?
Yeah.
On DraftKings. And again, you cannot set up the pizza line. You have to just respond to Daryl Thompson. Immediately follow Daryl.
I'll take a Voorhees burger
burger and a side of chicken fingers.
Oh, yeah, the chicken fingers.
Yeah.
See, now the
Is it
cord's
your
on- the
first
cord's
day
on the
with
wrong-
headphones?
The cord's on the wrong
Well,
side.
it's left and right, and you had
It does
left
say-
on your right ear.
It actually-
guy's okay.
yeah, it does.
Look at me.
Marnie, reach over.
Marn.
Did you see him put the,
She
he put
was
the
helping me.
headphones on, and
Thick
then they
Talks
fell
headphones.
off and rolled down his back?
Yeah, they were flopping everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
That happens
Get
to me.
your S together!
Because I'm sure he's never had to put on headphones for his career ever.
Never.
Never.
Yeah.
He did fall off.
Does it bother you when the cord is on one side or the other?
I have, yeah. There's a few.
Really?
Yeah. I always have the left ear open.
Oh, you do?
So you can hear all the ambient noise in this studio?
You can hear me breathing?
I can.
Everybody can.
Interesting.
No,
Oh man, I hate
not-
having the one ear thing.
Yeah,
do?
the one
Like,
ear
when
thing
one of the
sucks.
ears goes out, I will admit I can't focus. I'm so distracted by it. Professionals could absolutely tip or tap dance through that. I get so thrown off. I freaking hate it. I just melt down.
Okay.
It's hard.
When I lose my in ear at the NHL Network, my anxiety will go up.
Yeah.
A little bit. I'm like, hope I'm not talking too much.
That's
So,
why I
like
like radio. No
Beetlejuice.
one's talking to
Yeah.
You got any more sports?
Yeah, week 3 started yesterday with the Patriots at the Jets. The Jets beat a lifeless Pats team 24-3. Rodgers threw 3 touchdowns. The Jets outgained the
I thought it
Pats.
was just 2.
2.
It was
says 2. On my list, I said 3.
You said 3, though.
Yeah, he did
So
say
you
3.
wrote down 2, but you said 3 and then didn't correct yourself.
No.
Damn it, Scooch.
God, Scooch, just say the right
Can you
scores.
please just say the right score, Scooch?
Kiss a hot dog. The Jets outgained the Pats 400 yards. No. To 139 yards. The Jets are 2-1. The Pats are 1-2. And the Pats aren't going to win 3 more games.
They looked unwatchable.
Awful.
And they
What
won
a
last
terrible
week, didn't
lineup.
No, they won week 1.
Week 1, okay.
Yeah, they're awful. They have no talent.
Man, that is a
Marks?
rebuild and a half right there.
Playoffs of
yes.
the WNBA
What?
start this Sunday. Your Lynx battle the Mercury at Target Center at 4 o'clock.
Wait, at 4 o'clock?
Yeah. What happened?
What?
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, Rosie, he has to be at the Vikings game until at least 3. If that game goes to overtime, he's not going to be able to make it.
Why does he like going to WNBA games?
That's all I need.
Man, it's just any other time he would have went.
That'll be he'll
Scooch, save
God, it should have been a 10 a.m. game like I was saying.
Scoochie.
Tough timing for Rosie.
Go.
Mark.
I ran into Rosie yesterday at Good Day Cafe. He was there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Marty,
And Trent
Was he
Tucker,
running
too.
that on a bill?
Everybody was there. It's the place
Do you
to be.
get to do
Does Parrish pay
first
for
round
that?
playoff? You got
Hey,
a lot
Jay.
of stuff coming at you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What's the question?
I was wondering if you get to do the games.
No. Never, ever in the history of our league have we gotten to do postseason. ESPN and ABC have exclusive rights to the
But like in the NBA,
playoffs.
they
we can
get
do
the local.
Yeah.
In the first round, we
round.
can.
Yeah.
Any game that is not TNT/ABC.
Gotcha.
But in the W, it is exclusive to ESPN and ABC. So I'm out. Last night, I called my final Lynx game of the season.
Oh, Marty.
You did great.
Yeah.
It was not a
Not a
good
great game,
Yeah,
but
we
you
I was going to
we're
get
just
to
gonna
that.
move on.
I was going to get to that.
And I was in Miami with my new beach house.
That's where I wish I had been.
They lost 68-51 to the 8-win Sparks.
Yeah, but we rested Nafisa Collier and
Steve Lombardozzi.
Kayla McBride and Steve Lombardozzi. So we had a lot on the bench. And it was a chance to give a lot of players who haven't played a lot this season some run, and that's totally fine. That's totally fine. It does not reflect in any way, shape, or form what's going to happen in the postseason. I don't want to say the game didn't matter because all games matter.
No, that game didn't matter. We can say that. It didn't matter. That's
It didn't
why,
matter to you.
Well, it didn't matter to anybody. That's why they didn't treat it like they cared. Because the one on Sunday means more.
Yeah. And
Well, that's part's
Sunday and
true.
Wednesday.
You know that?
We're not even getting to next Friday. They're going to win the first 2 and not even go to Phoenix.
Well, that would be wonderful because here's one thing I want to tell you guys. You all know a lot about the Phoenix Mercury team.
Yeah, of course.
I can name exactly 2 players.
Okay, well, one of
Rosie
those
can name
two.
the entire roster.
Well, yeah.
And maybe both. We have no idea. But Diana Taurasi is
She's a football
42
player.
years old. She's in her 20th WNBA season. She has not said whether she's retiring or not, but a lot of people around her are starting to do if this is her final, her AAU team is coming to games, like everybody's taking pictures. So maybe we don't want to go to Phoenix on a game 3 where the whole Phoenix Mercury fan base thinks this could be it for Diana Taurasi. We're all coming out.
Mother.
And she does have children. So
well, let's shatter those kids' dreams.
I'm just saying, let's go ahead and take care of business at Target Center in 2 games and move on to round 2. Okay?
How do you do that?
It's only best of 3 in this first round.
Mm-hmm. How do you do that?
Well, you score more points.
100%.
Let's make Brittany Griner wish she was in a Russian prison all over again, right? Let's make it that bad.
I think that's going too far.
Analogy.
What is that again?
Wow.
I don't know about that. But it's going to be fun. Target Center is going to be rocking. This is the best team we have seen since 2017, and that is the last time the Lynx won a championship.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
We know that.
But even worse news for Rosie, the Fever play at 2.
Split out wide.
During the Vikings game, I was going to watch that too.
Looking at them.
That'll be really interesting to see the ratings for that game at 2:00 on ABC versus a prime.
I'm going to say
football.
it again. They should have put it at 10 a.m.
They should play these on
from
Monday.
noon on.
It's football.
Football is going to crush anything the WNBA does by a bazillion. So put it at 10.
Who does Fever play?
Oh, the Connecticut Sun.
Oh, the Sun.
Which is the team we leapfrogged in the final week.
Yeah.
So
the Fever played
it
the
could have
Call
been
Through the
us.
Oh, brilliant.
I know
think
you
the
would,
Fever will
you
win
would
that.
still be dealing with NFL pregame, which still brings in giant ratings.
He's a football
But at least
player.
it's a live sport. If somebody's like, well, the game doesn't start till noon. I'll watch Caitlin Clark for 2 hours.
Gambling.
Okay, but
Put it on at 10.
10 a.m. Central, right? So the
11
game,
a.m. Eastern.
Right. That does help, but
That's great.
Let's do it. Let's switch it. Why don't people ask me for advice?
Yeah. Make the call, Corey.
that is interesting.
Like if they put the Fever and Connecticut on it at 11 a.m. on ABC, that would get great ratings.
but
I
it would
don't
go-
know.
that would still go into football.
Kinda. It's a
but,
great
at least-
game,
but-
right?
but it's the
We know
end, to
the
watch the
football
end.
starts at noon, so if you started at 10 a.m.,
Started at
11
10.
Eastern, that's great. That game would get a great rating.
Oh, 11 Eastern, yeah.
Yeah, 11 Eastern.
Well, let's see what the 2:00 game does. Honestly, that's obviously going to be the highest rated one. We are all living in reality, and it's an Indiana Fever ratings world.
That's a good thing.
Yes, it is. That'll be an interesting little.
It's going to get obliterated
study.
against the NFL, though. It'll get lost in the shuffle. That's what I'm saying, is you got to highlight
Against
her.
the NFL, but how will it compare? Will it get the same ratings as a game that's on before the NFL season started?
I don't think so.
Like,
I don't
will
think
the
so.
same WNBA fans
literally,
be there?
the NHL, like they didn't. We never played in New York on Sundays.
100%.
They didn't want to even bother going against the
Now,
NFL.
I bet that can't possibly be true, Pear. That New York teams never played on Sundays?
Not never, but very, very rarely. And if it was for us, the Islanders. It was on the road. It was on the road somewhere. They didn't. We just didn't schedule home games in New York against football.
And they
didn't want, because they knew the crowd wouldn't show up. They knew. Yeah.
Every NFL team could say that. The Vikings, the Timberwolves could say, we don't schedule home games on Sundays because we have a Vikings town. Then every NFL team is like, yeah, me too.
Well, yeah, they're the NFL. They're the big dog, and they know it.
The
And we know
NHL and the NBA have to play.
Yeah,
on
the
Sundays.
scheduling, it sometimes works that way. But honestly, we rarely during the football season, because our season does go a lot longer than the NFL. So after the NFL starts, we play.
What does that mean?
And if the NFL stops, we play all kinds of Sunday games at home. It doesn't matter then. But literally during the NFL season, we rarely played on Sundays. And if it was in Vancouver.
How do you do that?
Or in Edmonton or something like that. Well, it's really easy. The schedulers, they get there at the beginning of the season. And they just lay it out. And they say Sundays suck. So let's not schedule Sunday.
Oh, see, PJ gets it.
See?
Yeah.
No.
Is that all you got for sports, Scooch?
I got more.
No, that's enough.
Can you write something but say something else again?
Could you? Can we do some Vikings as we come back?
Of course. Oh, this is nice.
Thank you.
Scooch, I thought you did fine.
Nah, you've never thought that.
I said fine. I didn't say good.
All right, well, kiss a
You
hot
did
dog.
fine.
Kiss a greasy hot dog.
Why is it greasy now?
Yeah, what'd you do to that hot
Zach
dog?
put it on that napkin by Marnie?
You kissed it a couple times.
Kissed the napkin?
No, just move on.
Vikings news is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
It's just all, it's all middle fingers and hip thrusting over here.
Wow.
That's just from Marnie.
That's what I meant. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I was trying to do a spot. I was trying to be
Filthy.
professional.
Filthy, Marnie.
I was trying to be professional.
All right, let's talk some Vikings because look, the Vikings have a giant game on
Big
Sunday.
old game, baby. We'll talk about it right now. Thanks
This
to our friends at
momentum.
Radco.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Yes, thank you, Radco. Yeah.
All right, noon Sunday, the Minnesota Vikings take on the Houston-Texans and C.J. Stroud, the reigning offensive rookie of the year, and the reigning defensive rookie of the year, Will Anderson. They drafted well last year, picks 2 and 3. Right when we have pick number 1, Bryce Young, struggling epically, and it looks like he's one of the all-time busts. Right behind Bryce Young, 2 and 3, C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson. A couple of home runs for the Houston Texans. So we have a handful of former Vikings back in the building. Daniil Hunter makes his immediate return to U.S. Bank Stadium. Stephon Diggs. I don't believe Diggs has been back. Has Diggs been back since the miracle?
They played Buffalo in Buffalo when he was
Okay,
on
so
Buffalo.
Diggs has not been back.
He's not been back. Daniil obviously has not been back.
Yep, and like I mentioned, Cam Akers is not a guy that was here for more than a couple of seconds before he got hurt, but is the front runner to be the starting running back because Dameon Pierce and Joe Mixon both missing practice yet again.
Corey, you and I talked about this last night during a text message exchange we were having about the Minnesota Vikings.
Constantly text about
Sounds like
sports.
you guys.
Cam Akers was the final nail in our coffin last year. Because we had a running back who was going to actually do some things for us, and we had injury. Then when he blew out his Achilles, that was it. The season was over. That guy could play. I don't know how he is this year. I don't know how he's recovered from his injury, but my goodness, that was the nail in the coffin. You said it. I agreed with you. Great point.
That was the exact point that I made. I had a
wonderful
really
text
hot
exchange.
Cam Akers take last
Yeah,
night
thank you.
via text.
Yep.
The Texans are 2-point favorites. The over-under is 46. And Dallas Turner is not going to play on Sunday.
DT?
DT did not practice yesterday. And he himself said he will miss Sunday's game, hopes to return in week 4.
I'll miss you.
I wonder if he was supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like when reporters ask questions.
I doubt it.
Yeah, you're not.
I doubt it.
I don't know about the NFL, but yeah, in the NHL, they don't even want you talking to reporters, like to
I
even
doubt
give
it.
them any kind of hint or for them to, pull out their poker. And,
Whoa.
Pull out their poker.
that didn't come out right.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell you were supposed to say. Pencil?
There was a poker joke in there, Corey. The cards that you play,
Oh, that poker.
but I missed it by a mile.
And then he pulled out his poker.
like a fire poker.
Right, like a fire poker.
No.
He said he was injured, and then he pulled out his poker.
Well, so
You got to keep them away somehow.
Parrish, so what was? I don't even get what. So it's a poker joke.
As in you're playing poker.
Like so you can read the poker face. So you can read the poker face. Yeah, like I said, there was a joke in there somewhere, Grimmer. I just came up.
You just don't show the other team's
short
cards.
your hand.
That one too. All that. Thank you.
I
That
thought
was
you were
my
talking
point.
about reporters pulling out like the poker. Like
Yeah,
the
that's
bear.
what it sounded like. Yeah, no, that's not what I meant at all.
Gotcha.
I don't know what's happening.
Whoops.
Glad we cleared that.
I meat sauced it.
That's all right.
You made your own
Brian
mistake.
O'Neill did miss practice on Wednesday with an elbow injury, but he was back in practice in a full participant way yesterday, so he's expected to play. Justin Jefferson was limited, but he is expected to play on Sunday as well. So not sure about Addison. Addison also did not practice.
I'm going to
but
say no on that.
that's what we've been
Yeah.
hearing all week, that it's been trending towards no.
Although Rosie said yesterday he is going. No, Wednesday he will play.
Yeah, but he doesn't know.
No, he's making it up as he goes.
So Jordan Addison, Dallas Turner did not practice. The other ones all look like they're headed the right direction.
What do you think, Scooch?
That's you.
I know who that is. We established that's my nickname.
Maybe that's your son's name, Scooch Lambert.
I think they win. The only thing they have to worry about is the pressure the two ends of Houston get on the quarterback, and they have the two of the better tackles in the game to stop Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter. Other than that, the Vikings, I think, are a better team, and I think they win. I don't
You
understand
think they're the better team than the Texans?
on Sunday.
What about on Monday?
The Texans will be the better team. I just think they win, man.
I do too. I'm with you.
Everybody doubts them.
I do not.
They're 2-point underdogs. I just think they win. They got some mojo going.
If you predict the score exactly correct, I'll give you $10,000. If you get it wrong, you give me $100.
No.
Damn it.
You have to listen to my pregame bit.
Oh, God, I'm not going to do that.
AJ, what do you think?
About the Minnesota Vikings?
You heard what I said.
I think that it's been a fun season. I think that we all thought it was going to be worse, and it's good. I don't know much about the Texans. They're a fun team that ran Joe Mixon into the ground. So Dameon Pierce, you mentioned he's injured, but he hasn't played yet this season. And then Cam Akers, your question about whether or not he has looked good or anything, I don't think he's seen the field a whole lot because they really did run Joe Mixon a bazillion times, and that's why he's hurt. So I don't know. CJ Stroud is fun. The passing game is fun. Fantasy football players are well aware of what that looks like. But this Vikings defense, Brock Purdy sounded off last week. Some of the people who know a lot more about it than for sure me and probably all of us here are breaking down the film of what they're doing. It's kind of fun to see and to learn that stuff. You know, the Pete Bursich film review kind of things. It's crazy. And the way that they do it and the way that they disguise things is really giving fits for quarterbacks. So CJ Stroud is still a young quarterback. We'll see what he can do to get inside his head.
Can I voice my concern?
Do you have another card?
No, it's no.
Take out your poker and tell us.
I'm not going to poke anybody. Here's my concern: is that Sam Darnold gets us right into the middle this year for the draft, because that's the worst place to be, is right in the middle. You don't improve when you're in that muddy middle of every league. We've watched it with the Wild there for a while. They were stuck there. We've seen it just time and time again over any sports. And I'm concerned that Sam Darnold is going to play just well enough to get us into there to where we maybe miss out on another top pick. And I'm not saying we kind of want to bottom out, but I wouldn't mind if they bottom out to get another really good pick behind J.J. McCarthy, kind of suck it up for you. So that's my concern, is that honestly...
What if we shake up the NFL and we were good and we make the playoffs?
That'd be awesome, but are we going to lose in the first round and get nobody
Parrish,
for a
what
pick?
happened to
Not
you?
this year. What's going on back there?
I told you.
Marty
I just for a
ruined you today,
second.
didn't she?
She did. You know what, Marty? It's Marty's fault. Go.
What that'll do, though, Parrish, is that will tell free agents that maybe we're one piece away.
Yeah.
You know, if JJ comes back next year, JJ McCarthy, that is, comes back and he can be the quarterback, you're still attractive to free agents. The draft gets a little weird, but we've seen the draft is no guarantee whether you're picking number one overall or not. So, yeah, I mean, everyone would love a higher draft pick and a better shot at some of those players, but I think that you could look at that both ways and see that free agents may see that the team is not far away if they land in that middle spot.
And a middle of the pack pick isn't the worst thing when you already think and know you have your quarterback.
Right.
If you're looking for a quarterback, the middle of it is horrible.
Yeah, those first 6 picks are going to be 4 quarterbacks anyways.
Right. If you have your quarterback, we'll just see how it all falls.
Well, now I feel much better. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Grimmer, there's a lot of quarterbacks in the collegiate ranks right now that are highly sought after, right? Carson Beck's one of them.
Yeah, no question. And
Quinn Ewers, and obviously Sauce, the kid from Colorado.
Deion's son.
Yeah, but what is his name? Deion's son's name is
Sanders.
I know his last name is
what's
Sanders.
his first name again?
Deion Sanders' his son, so it's Sanders. But
he won't be a first round pick.
Who won't?
Deion's son.
But what is his name?
what's his name?
You're a sports guy, Scoots.
I
What's
don't
his
want to
name?
swear. I like this job too much. I need the money.
And here, with the name of Deion Sanders' kid, he plays quarterback for the Colorado Buffaloes, is Sauce.
Chitter Sanders.
Excuse me?
That sounded worse.
It's way worse when you say it fast.
It's way worse, buddy.
That was way
Dude,
It's way worse.
I
way
don't know
worse.
how to say it. How do you say it?
I want to know how you say it.
I just said it and probably got fired.
Use a D.
Yeah.
Switch the T's.
That'll help
a D.
immensely.
that'd be the first step.
You use a D.
Whoa.
Okay.
I don't know how to say it.
Parrish nailed it. Say it exactly.
Sanders.
Close enough, yeah.
At least that your job is safe now.
Shadur. I think it's Shadur Sanders. He won't be a first round pick.
Who won't be?
You don't think so?
Shadur Sanders, because he's a baby.
Yeah.
First round, he'll be a back end first round because somebody wants that fifth year.
From here on
it
out.
won't be the top one, is what you're saying. Yeah.
No.
And from here on out, Sauce, enunciate that first name.
Yes, I will. I don't like saying it because I don't know how to say it.
Well, now you do, though. He just told you.
Shadur Sanders.
Now say it faster.
No, you say it. That guy fell over.
That guy.
Hey, how about the story? Speaking of the Gallahorn, and we heard about this.
Yeah.
We got tipped off on Sunday, but it just in the Star Tribune yesterday. Mike Conley blew the Gallahorn at the Vikings game last week. His house got broken into while he was blowing the Gallahorn.
Yeah. Brutal.
So somebody knew he was going to be out of the house. They must have known he was going there. At least, I guess that's not guaranteed, but I assume they just said, "Hey, here's our opportunity. He's going to be at the Vikings game," and broke into Timberwolves Mike Conley's home.
What'd they get?
I don't remember.
Well, we've there's out in that area, since I live out there. There's been a lot of in our neighborhood and neighborhoods around. There's been a lot of people trying to break in, and allegedly we're hearing something about like a Chilean thing, that Chilean gang that literally knows what they're doing. Yeah, that was my face too, right there. Like, excuse me, Chilean gang. But anyway, so we're everyone out there out west is on high alert, and unfortunately, Mike Conley was the one that got us there.
What if this was a part of my heist team, and I have to play dumb just to act like I don't know what happened?
You don't like Chile.
But you'd be
Yeah.
smart. And you wouldn't steal from a Timberwolf.
You don't like Chili's chicken crispers.
Why would I care who I'm stealing from? I'm a leader of a heist team.
Yeah.
Well,
They have money. Why would I care? I can't
that's
steal
the
from a
target.
Timberwolf. They got money.
It's the exact ones you want. Did we not just say the contracts they're getting?
I wasn't listening.
I'd steal
Those
from
guys are highlighted.
Terry Benedict's casino. Right, he's got tons of money.
Without even
What about
question.
Terry from Reno 911?
He was trying fruit on.
I don't think he has a lot of
One of the
money.
better
I mean, his
lines
dad
ever.
does. His dad
Yeah.
bought him a plane for Flag Day.
Yeah, the jacuzzi's on. One of the best scenes. So good.
That's your Vikings news.
That was Vikings
Yeah.
news, yeah.
Sorry, Mike. That sucks.
I'm pretty pumped that the Vikings get to play the Texans.
You know who's
Excited.
blowing the Gallahorn this week?
I don't
Why,
think
you
they
looking
want
to
to
break
say.
into somebody's
Why?
home?
Well, you
No,
part of
I
this
think we
gang?
should put a security team outside whoever it is' house.
I think it's Dion's kid.
What's his name again?
Shadur Sanders.
Boom.
Attaboy.
I like it better when you said the S word.
Same.
Really fast. Say it really fast.
Not told it.
8 o'clock hour. We're almost there. The Initials Invitational Finals in about 15 minutes. Mike Grimm, the Grim Reaper himself, takes on AJ Mansour, the GOAT, versus White Bear Lake, Zachary Halverson. The three of them square off. One of them will be victorious, and one of you has a shot at $74,000 with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials jackpot. That's in 15 minutes, but Fan 5 is next on the Fan.
It's a wild